Rumors were saying the NFT sales will crash by 92%, but is it true? There are a lot of stories about NFTs changing their lives. But to burst your bubble, there has always been a darker side to everything, and this NFT craze isn't an exemption. Disclaimer: the opinions discussed in this video are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide particular investment or investment advice or recommendations for any investment product to any individual. The purpose of this video is to provide relevant data and viewpoints on NFTs. Hello and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about what happened to the NFT market. Without further ado, let's get started. Is the popularity of NFTs rapidly declining? NFTs are most commonly associated with digital items like avatars and other collectibles. And similar to how cryptocurrency has evolved into something to hoard rather than spend as a currency when values rise, NFTs have evolved into their financial asset. As I have stated, NFTs and Bitcoin rely on two factors to maintain their high valuations: rising demand and perceived scarcity. This brings us to the market's two difficulties. First, according to NBC News, the number of active traders has dropped from nearly 1 million accounts at the start of the year to around 491,000. A lack of new or continuous interest in an asset is rarely indicative of its long-term viability. Second, there's been a flood of supply. There are about 5 NFTs for every buyer, according to data from analytics firm Chainalysis, the journal reported. As of the end of April, there have been 9.2 million NFTs sold, which were bought by 1.8 million people, the firm said. When you consider that everyone and their mother has been rushing to produce an NFT to cash in on the trend, the surplus supply makes sense. Do you want to bring attention to a cause? An NFT will be auctioned off. Are you looking for a horrible way to prove your A-list status? As your Twitter avatar, use the image you purchased from NFT. Starbucks is said to be working on a new digital collectible that will also serve as your access pass to a global Starbucks community, one with engaging content experiences and collaboration all centered around coffee. The influx of products does not decrease the value of NFTs as a whole, especially when it comes to art and other valuable items. However, the number of people prepared to pay millions for something like an NFT is limited. That's why cryptocurrency exchanges have been working so hard to locate new rubes, investors, to expand the pool of possible buyers. However, although bitcoins may be purchased in impossibly small increments, NFTs, whose worth is derived from their association with a single, allegedly unique item of ephemera, cannot. The resale market is already reflecting this limited pool of possible purchasers, with NFTs purchased at obscene prices struggling to sell for anything close to their initial value. For $2.9 million, an NFT of Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's first tweet was purchased. When the owner placed it up for sale earlier this year, no bids exceeding $14,000 were received. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency is in a fall as investors quit Bitcoin and Ethereum due to deteriorating economic conditions. Because of the Federal Reserve's interest rate hike, investing in cryptocurrency is no longer as safe as other investment options. The key reason for the decline in interest in NFTs is that we've seen this happen before with trendy investments. There's a reason why so many people have drawn parallels between the growth and fall of Beanie Babies in the 1990s and the apparent assumption among buyers that NFTs will continue to rise in value indefinitely. The darker side of NFT craze. According to Reuters, marketplaces spend the majority of NFT revenues due to widespread fakes and plagiarism. As you are all aware, an NFT can be virtually anything. It has some inherent value as long as it's an asset that can be stored digitally. I believe you could argue that a lot of the value that goes into NFTs is very much in the eye of the beholder at times. But I believe that the subject of widespread fraud, forgery, and plagiarism needs to be discussed more. For example, if someone creates an NFT from a great piece of photography they captured while on vacation, it's something that may be readily copied or stolen. You can see how these platforms are genuinely attempting to prevent plagiarism and duplication. They are attempting to apply a variety of solutions, but it's not always something that can be readily fixed. Part of it, I believe, is due to the fact that this is still an unregulated field. Is the NFT crash happening? NFT transactions have slowed and even fallen by 92% since this time last year, according to data provided in the first week of May, although the popularity of non-fungible tokens appears to be falling. Well, is this the end or a fresh beginning for them? Despite the announcement of a drop, several computer and video game businesses are eager to plan for the future. Square Enix, a game producer and publisher, has sold up significant franchises to focus on NFT gaming, while Meta has announced that Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, and Flow will be integrated into Instagram for free. According to crypto statistics site Non-Fungible, transaction volume fell by 47% in the first quarter of this year compared to the previous quarter. Sorry to bore you with numbers, but this is ultimately a sign that reality is settling in on technology in a market that has been dominated by hype and wasted for quite some time. However, the notion that NFTs are no longer relevant is likely exaggerated. The Moonbirds NFT project, for example, witnessed a $500 million rise in trading volume month over month, while the Solana blockchain had a 91% increase in NFT trading volume, totaling approximately $300 million. The Ethereum blockchain was recently crashed by the introduction of Yuga Labs' new Otherdeeds NFT, a virtual land sale for a planned video game, which was in such strong demand, despite the floor price of $5,500 or £5,000. The appeal of blue-chip NFT brands remains strong and consumers are willing to spend a lot of money to obtain a piece of what's next. However, overall NFT trading is slowing at a macro level, which can't come soon enough for many artists invested in the space. Read our interview with VFX supervisor Pilali Mack, who believes NFTs need a reset so that new uses, experimentation, and entrepreneurial ideas can bring better value and true democratization to this digital technology. Many NFTs are on the verge of bursting, comparable to the .com bubble collapse in the late 1990s. As it progresses from PFP, profile picture NFTs, to NFTs with use, NFTs are at the end of one curve and the beginning of another, and this next boom could be the one that sees the technology emerge as something noteworthy. NFT's new future should see the technology break free from Bitcoin's ups and downs, allowing more people who are accustomed to utilizing fiat currency to participate. We should see increased usefulness in NFTs, ones that have real-world applications, as well as aesthetic quality, and a shift away from Ethereum to more stable, environmentally friendly, and economically viable blockchains like Solana, Wax, and Flow. Some in the NFT community disagree with the notion of a decline. Tom Schmidt, a Bitcoin investor, downplayed the non-fungible data that prompted the present controversy. He cites more precise on-chain statistics from Dune Analytics, which reveals NFT transactions have barely decreased since the New Year's highs in January. A crash is predicted, but it might happen now or in a year. And this isn't the first time we've wondered if NFTs are dead. But what happens next, especially for artists and producers, might define what NFTs are and how they're used. The enthusiasm appears to be fading, which many in the NFT industry should appreciate because what comes next might be quite fascinating. And there you have it. We hope you gained something from today's topic. What do you think will happen to the NFT and cryptocurrency in the following months? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And before you leave, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon for more interesting videos. See you at the next one. Goodbye.